Hey girls, it's Angie, and I am filming kind of like a part two to my breastfeeding, all things breastfeeding video. So I forgot to add some things, and Nick was really crabby that day, and he was kind of like getting me all mixed up, and then the dogs were running around and stuff. So this is just like some stuff some people have asked me about, and I'm gonna put it in this video, and it should be pretty short. So my first question was, when I pump, do I Crystal asked this question. Hi Crystal, by the way. um, when I pump, do I pump and then save it individually as much as I'm pumping, or do I do it until the whole bottle is full, or kind of like what do I do? Bogey and Bella. So what I do is Nick eats it 5 ounces at a time. So I'll pump into these bottles, and then I add the two together, and if it's more than 5 ounces, then I'll put it in another bottle as well. If it's below 5 ounces, then the next time I pump, I'll just add to it to make 5 ounces, and then I freeze everything in 5 ounce bags because it's just easier that way than kind of like fishing through and figuring out and all this stuff. So that's kind of what I do with pumping in storage wise. The next thing was asked is, how do I pump in the car? And I guess I just assumed everybody knew how to do it, and I will just blow your mind here. So I work in a place that is not very breastfeeding friendly, I should say. I would think that our place of employment would be a lot more accepting of breastfeeding, supportive of breastfeeding, because it is a hospital, but my particular department is not. So I need to still pump every 3 hours, because now my milk supply is kind of decreasing because Nick's weaning a little bit. He's not eating as good. He's very distractible, but when he's at the sitter, he'll still drink 5 ounces of a bottle, whereas I'm only producing 3 ounces. So I still need to pump every 3 hours in order to make enough. And I'm really not even making that. I'm really not making as much even still is what he's eating, but that's okay. And that's for another video. But so anyway, I pump before I go to work, on the way to work, and then that way once I'm at work, I have a good 3 hours before I have to go again. And then I only have to pump 3 times at work instead of 4, is what I would if I wasn't pumping on the way to work. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And actually pumping on the way to work has been kind of nice, because I can pump for like an hour. I take 10-minute breaks. You know, I'll pump for 15, I'll take a 10-minute break, I'll pump for 15, I'll take a 10-minute break, kind of on the way to work. And then about 20 minutes before I get there is when I like start unhooking and getting things all together, so when I get to work I can just get out of my car and leave. So I will show you some essentials to what you're going to need if you're pumping in the car. And while I don't condone, I guess, distracted driving, it's just something that I have to do in order to pump, and so that's what I do. So anyway, so I have my, like we saw in the last video, I have a Medela Pump and Style Advanced, and you can't see it, but it says it on the bottom. But anyway, that's what it is. There are a few essentials that you're going to need to pump with in the car. And the first essential is going to be a car outlet. This gives power to your pump while you're in the car. And it's this goes in like the cigarette lighter area, or AC adapter, whatever it is. And then this plugs into your pump, and then it will work. Your pump, so I pump on like a level 10. I pump at the highest rate you can pump at, because I want to get all the milk out and just like get it done with. And so this, using with this cord at a level 10 is very much different than using with your power cord plugged into the wall at a level 10. This is a little weaker, just because it's not as great of a power source as what you would have, I guess, in an outlet. So that's one word of wisdom, I guess. These are Medela specific. Medela sells these. You can buy them online and everything, but I bought mine at Babies R Us, and I have seen them at Target as well. Just make sure, some of the older pumps have a different voltage And this is a, I think, 9 volt. And some of the pumps require a 9 volt and some of them require a 12 volt. So if you use the wrong one with the wrong pump, you can really screw up your pump. So just make sure that you read either on your directions, or it will say, yeah, it will say on your pump. I'm going to show you here real quick if I can get this. I really need like a handheld camera for my YouTube videos, but it will say right here, 9 volt max is what mine says, and you probably can't see it from there, but it does say. So you'll be able to see it on your pump how much the maximum is for the voltage that you need to get. So make sure if it says 12 volt max that you go and get a 12 volt. They typically don't sell the 12 volt ones. You have to order them online. That's anyway what I had to do when I had an older pump that I had bought from somebody. And then it kind of lost suction. It wasn't really working very well, so I had to go out and buy a new pump. So make sure you get the right voltage for your pump because you don't want to mess up your pump. The next essential that you're going to need is a pumping bra, and these are also made by Medela, and they are the hands-free something bra. So they're long like this, and they have a hole in each side. And so you put them on this way. I'm going to show you. Close-up shot of the boobs. So you put them on just like this. It zips in the front. This is still wet because I just got it out of the laundry. Okay, and then obviously your nipples come through here. You take your flange, put it on, and then you put this over. I just make sure my nipples lined up right. And then you put this on, you've got your tubing, and then you turn it on so you don't have to touch anything while you're pumping. I use this all the time while I'm pumping just because then I can massage inwards and over the top and all that. Over the top and everything to get all my milk out. So it was a great investment. I will say when I was just postpartum is when I bought this, and I bought a large, and I don't know if it's because I haven't really lost very much weight, but it's getting big, and I don't know if it's just stretched out because it's 9 months old, or if it's, and I use it several times a day, or if I just am getting kind of smaller up here because my boobs are shrinking a little bit. So I'm not sure, but either way, it still functions, and I'm not going to go buy a new one for 3 months. So these bras run typically about $35, so they are kind of expensive, but if you get I think Babies R Us, they send out like 20% off coupons, and I'm pretty sure you can use it on a pumping bra like that. And also with my pump, there was a coupon for like $5 off, so you can get it for $30, but it is well worth the investment. I really like it. So that is it for the questions that I had gotten for pumping, and kind of like what I do and how I pump on my way to work. So I hope that helped, and I'm going to be filming at some point a 9-month vlog for Nick because he turned 9 months old yesterday. I cannot believe it. And I was almost thinking about uploading my delivery. Ryan recorded when Nick was like coming out and all this stuff. I had a C-section, so there's not anything like gross. You really don't even notice anything really. So I was thinking about uploading that, but I'm just not sure like who would like to see it or whatever. So just let me know what you think, and then we'll talk about it after. So I'll talk to you girls later. I hope you have a really good day. It's really disgusting out here in Missouri. It's been raining for 2 whole days, and I work all weekend, and it's supposed to be sunny those 2 days, and then it's supposed to be rain again on Monday and Tuesday, 2 days that I'm off. So I'm just getting rained in. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.